You
So, yeah. All praise to the Most High. And Yahweh shall bless. Shabbat Shalom, Israel. Everybody who's watching, tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, and whatever else we got. All praise to you. Today's class, we're going to go over wait upon the Most High. Because a lot of times we like to get into doing things and we don't even take counsel. We always ready to do something. I'm going to be proactive. Doing what? Your will or the Most High will, that's what we're gonna try to cover a little bit, and we always done this. Our history has been like this all the time. Always no patience. That's why the Most High always speak on patience. When Yahweh shall return, he was always speaking patient. Patient. We don't have patience. I know I have to. That's something I work on my dang on self. I got to, because sometimes when things don't be like we want them to be right now, we are like, man, dang. Especially Israel. We just woke up yesterday. Why ain't we all together? How come everybody? We just woke up. Man, we got to trust in the Most High. He's in charge of all this. I can promise you, whether you run out and try to do all this, the Most High is going to do what he's going to do. Regardless of you, the prophecies are going to come. So you ain't got to rush nothing. You ain't got to beat everybody across the head with, every time you're trying to talk to somebody, they don't get it. Okay. That all you do is, move on, because the Most High is in control. You ain't knocking them and elbowing them. You won't get it. No, they probably can't understand. The Most High probably got them where they can't understand. But if we wait on him, guess what? He'll do the job. We act like we gotta do everything. We don't even want the Most High doing nothing. I can do it. I can do it. No, you can't. Sit your butt down. Chill out. And we're gonna start on that. We're gonna start out at Luke 8 and 15.
The book of Luke, chapter 8, verse 15. But that on the good ground are they, which in an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it, and bring forth fruit with patience.
With what?
With patience.
Read that again.
But that on the good ground are they, which in an honest and good heart.
This is one of the four Israelites this scripture's talking about when it's going through the Israelites. And this is the one he's talking about. They that are on the good ground. You're getting a solid foundation. You're not getting tossed to and fro. They that on good ground. Go ahead.
Which in an honest and good heart.
You got a good heart on you. You started to do things that you didn't do. Remember how you used to be mad at everybody? Now you got to the point where now you got understanding of what's going on, so you don't do the things you do, want to kill everybody. I know I used to want to. But now you understand that, the Most High is in control of this thing. You ain't got to get mad at him. Go ahead.
Having heard the word, keep it and bring forth fruit.
They do what?
Keep it.
Keeping the word. See, that's what gets you like this. See, the patience and everything comes about long suffering, your mind, calmness, peace, and being at peace. All that comes with just keeping the law. And because the law teaches you everything that's going on around us. Everything is taught in this Bible. You don't got to worry about it. You be like, oh, I see that before. That's talking about that and such and such. Oh, I know what's going on over there. That's talk. Oh, Trump. Everybody tripping on Trump. And we sitting back at Israelites like, all praises. Push the button.
push the dot.
We ain't tripping off of them because the Bible tells us we don't trip off of what Esau do, because the Bible tells us that's what he gonna do. So why should we be hold on, I'm finna go get my gun, we finna change something? No, you not. You finna get shot up. You not finna do
it. And the thing is, what I'll touch on, let's read that again. It said, but they that is on, read that again, verse 15.
But that's on the good ground are they, which in an honest and good heart.
Stop right there. Honest.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Wednesday class, man. That's the spirit, man. That's how the spirit moves in that thing. That's why the Most High, he guides stuff. He's a direction, man. That's the direction that we take the Most High to make us take these directions, man. He said you got to have an honest and good heart, man. Those two things go hand in hand. They're letting you know these two things go hand in hand, man. the honesty and the good heart, man. That's something that us in Israel, we should be working on a daily basis, man. And it's good that I brought this precept out. Go ahead,
Let me bring that precept. Give me the precept of 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 10. Because just like I'm bringing out that foundation, guess what the foundation is? That foundation is Christ. You know, so when brothers is building a foundation on religions, guess what? The Most High, the Bible is not about religion. It's about laws, statutes, and commandments. So when you're going outside of that, guess what? Your house is going to get knocked down. Your foundation is not going to be stable. That's why we see our people in all different type of doctrines. Read that off of yours.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 10. According to the grace of God, which is given unto me as a wise master builder.
Because guess what? Paul was a wise master builder. Read on up.
I have laid the foundation, and another builded thereon.
Guess what? He said he laid the foundation, but Paul is letting you know who he done built his foundation off of and who he got his from. Read on up.
But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon.
But you have to be careful on what foundation you building upon. Read verse 11 now.
Verse 11, for other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Yahushua.
Which is who?
Which is Yahushua.
Guess what? We have to lay our foundation on Yahushua, which is this Bible, which is these laws, statutes, and commandments. So going back to what Captain Maccabee said, if you're not laying on anything else other than this, guess what? You're not gonna have a good house, man. Go ahead, Al.
At all. And I'm glad he said that. 'Cause without that foundation being like, I don't care. That's what I do. I do inspections on construction. First thing is not foremost. The first thing that's always done and take the longest is the foundation of whatever you're building something on. And if you're building things on your house, you won't be tossed back to and fro. And that's these law, statutes, and commandments. Because he said in give me John 1:1. St. John 1:1. Let me get that one.
The book of John, chapter 1 and verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God.
Go ahead.
The same was in the beginning with God.
Go ahead.
All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made.
So this word is the foundation. This word is Yahweh Shah. Everything that you read in this is Yahweh Shah. What he said, Moses spoke of me. Isaiah spoke of me. Everybody in here was speaking to him. From the beginning he was there. But I know we got some Israelite, he wasn't. Yeah, from the beginning. I don't understand how they don't get it. He was prophesied through this whole Bible. From the beginning. He was working from the beginning.
That's right.
And he's working right now. And he's working, this word is the foundation. Yahweh Shah taught this word. This same word you reading, that's what he taught. The Old Testament, and he was living, he was showing you what's becoming in the New Testament. Let's go back to 8:15 and finish that out.
Luke 8:15. But that on the good ground are they, which in an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it and bring forth fruit with patience.
With patience. Everybody running out. Soon they find out. I mean, we just woke up. I don't care if you just, even them people who was back in what? In 69. That's just waking up. Because we've been over here, 400 years. You think that just in 30, 40 years, we just know everything? No. We got to sit there and be patient about this thing. They were more patient than we are because they came through and still enduring to that time. The one West that started that was in 92, they more patient than we are because they came and they still endured. And here we are, 2019, and boy, somebody turning on Facebook right now, you're gonna see somebody coming with some old strange doctrine. You need to go to class, sit down, and get off Facebook. That's what they at. I gotta get up. That's what they teaching. That's where they getting their doctrine. And then they talk about camps talking about people sitting at the house. But we need to get together. Well, why don't you go get together with somebody then? You do it first. Everybody always, we need to do this, we need to do that. But they don't never make the move. They wait for you to do it. And then they gonna look and see if the police come and knock you across the head, they gonna walk the other way. They ain't, that's what they gonna do. But they want you to do it first. But that's why we need to have patience. We need to have patience waiting on the Most High. Let me go ahead, drop down to 21:9, same book.
The book of St. Luke, chapter 21, verse 9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by
I'm
and
sorry,
by.
I like that, but go to 19. Huh? Yeah,
That's a good expounding, right?
Better yet, read it again. I go ahead and break it down. Because it's talking about patience anyway also. And wait, go ahead.
St. Luke 21 and 9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions,
And man, we citizens of the United States, we the causes of war. So we hear wars all the time. We can't stay out of a war. If it ain't Afghanistan, it's some other little small country we tearing up. Commotion everywhere. I mean, is there peace on earth? Anybody know of it? Anybody. You can't even go to the beach no more. And just, ain't no telling what might happen. You might come on the beach in a little old thong and shoot everybody up. Surfing. Coming in off a wave. But that's just how we are. We in a commotion. This is time of commotion. Man, go ahead.
when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified.
Don't be afraid, because we already know this is supposed to happen. We know what our enemies are capable of doing. We know this gotta happen. Go ahead.
For these things must first come to pass.
These things gonna happen, so don't think that they're not gonna happen. I don't care how much you go in your closet and pray. Well, I pray that if you praying that this stuff don't happen, you praying against the Most High, because He said it's gonna happen.
And then furthermore, when you think about it, you think Christ is gonna set up His nation or His rulership next to Donald Trump? No. In order for Christ's rulership to come, somebody must fall, man. So we have to understand that this Bible is real. It's about war too. It's about love, which is keeping the commandments, but it's also about war and destruction as well, man.
And let me grab some off of that again. Read that over again, Doc.
But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions,
Now, hold up. That's what we doing right now too. Wars on these streets, man. We had spiritual war, man. And we commotions with a lot of different doctrines, man.
Yeah.
Guess what? We can't be dismayed like this ain't supposed to happen, man. This showing us that guess what, this thing's supposed to happen like that, man.
And the Israelites starting, this is one of the biggest problems of all history the United States have ever come across. Us waking up, man, is one of the biggest problems that they ever had. They don't know what to do.
That's right.
They have no clue what to do. But we get in the way of the Most High, and He the one doing all of it. But when He said, man, just do what I say, do. I got this. But now we want His glory too. I mean, a lot of us ain't did much of nothing in life, but all of a sudden we get in the truth that we want God's glory. Man, come on, man.
Real.
Come on. We couldn't even make the freshman basketball team, but we want God's glory. Come on, man. That's how we become. We got to stop that. We cause the commotion. Getting out and telling your people and showing them who they are, that's commotion in the United States.
Matter of fact, Salak, give me a precept real quick, Officer Yard. Give me Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18 and verse 7. Because like the captains is bringing out with the commotion, because guess what? Guess what some of the commotions we hear out there on the streets? Our people don't want to go to the kingdom without Esau, man. They do not want to go to the kingdom without Esau, man. They don't care about no other nation of people but Esau, man. What about the Moabites? What about the Ammonites? But that's how we know who their God is. Read this, Al.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 7.
Because this is one thing that our people must accept. Read this, Al.
So of thy people was accepted both the salvation of the righteous.
So our people have to accept the salvation of the righteous. The righteous are the ones in Israel that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Read on, Al.
and destruction of the enemy.
And guess what? They also gotta accept the destruction of our enemies, man. Those things go hand in hand, man. You cannot have one without the other, man. A lot of times they don't wanna see Esau not make it, man. But the Bible said we got to accept that thing, that they gonna be destroyed, man. That's it. Go ahead.
Read
Al.
that, I know, I'll read that last part again, man, I like that precept. Go
So
ahead.
of thy people was accepted both the salvation of righteous and the destruction of the enemies.
Man, the destruction, y'all gotta accept that. But we just don't want Johnny, cause Johnny gave us coffee last week. We didn't, Johnny came over for dinner on Christmas, but you ain't supposed, yeah, Johnny keeping you in sin, but you don't know it. But we gotta accept that's destruction. I'm not gonna feel no pity. It ain't gonna bother me if ain't no more white people on the planet. I'm not gonna have no
Gonna
problem.
lose a wink of sleep.
I mean at all. It ain't gonna bother me. And then some of them I know they act good. I had a friend for years of so-called Edomites. Then at the end of all of it, when I broke it all down, I realized this dude wasn't doing nothing but, he was being friendly all the time. Great. So, I mean, friendly all the time. But at the same time, he trying to bring me down the whole time. But like I said, I had a white girlfriend. I don't give a dang, boy. Throw her in the pit.
So when you hear Israelites say, well, I don't think y'all should be condemning the white man. First of all, the Bible condemns the white man. Second of all, if you say you're Israelite, then you should already know that the scripture said Jacob took on the heel of Esau.
Exactly.
So we can't get into rulership until our enemies be
No doubt.
put to death, man.
Because they not giving it to us.
Exactly.
I can promise you that.
So when you hear Israelites say that, you're like, man, you don't make any sense.
Exactly.
If you read your scripture and know what the Bible says, that we are right after, no in between. We come right after these people, man. That's what we trying to get to. Why are we still trying to hold on to them and keep them in this word? Get them out. The opioid, or give them more.
Yeah, no doubt. They
You know
try
what I'm
to
saying?
feed
Give
us
them
on
more.
that crack, man.
Drop,
Here,
drop them out, drop it in there. Shalom.
all kind of prescriptions.
Right.
Matter of fact, let me get a precept on that. Give me Lamentation 4:17 right quick.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Yes, sir.
Even like-
This
go
is
ahead.
touching exactly what I was talking about. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes have yet failed for our vain health.
Our eyes, cause there's a lot of time, man. Our eyes, it failed for vain help, man. Read on, up.
In our watching,
In our watching, in our patience, man. Read on.
we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Cause so quit looking for Esau to save y'all out of this condition, man. Esau would not be able to save us out of this condition, man. Esau is going to try to fight against our God, and our God going to make an example out of Esau and all the nations. And guess what? In the 2/3, he going to have to make an example out of these people, man. So don't quit looking for a nation, man, that can't save us. These nations can't save us out of this condition. Man, this thing right here is already written. It's finna happen, man.
Already written.
Go ahead,
Already
huh?
I
written.
got a precept.
Go ahead, what you got?
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 7. Because this is what the problem is with our people, a lot of our people. You know, we gotta get that.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
See, the difference between us and the rest of our people is we done got tired of the oppression. A lot of people say they tired of the oppression, but when we went down to that Dallas City Council meeting and we tried to talk to people that was swearing they was tired of the oppression, they didn't want to talk. They said, pray to Jesus, pray to God, this and this and that, and then when we try to bring the Bible out, they don't want to deal with it. So you really not tired of the oppression. Well, we tired of the oppression. It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. A lot of our people not wise. Read on up.
Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
That's the problem right there. Any black person that say, oh, God love white people, he don't hate white people, I bet you a white person that gave him some. I don't care if it was a cookie. Anytime a white person do anything nice to a Negro, that's it. All white people ain't bad because they gave you something.
Yeah.
Jimmy gave me a job. He let me have his shirt. Some kind of mediocre stuff. Unless they gonna give this kingdom up, then they ain't gave me nothing.
Okay, and that's the same scenario that we put the people all the time. Okay, say for instance, this dude, he raised you, he was a good white boy, he did everything he supposed to do, he treated me right. Okay, as a nation, you put 10 snakes in a bag full of 100 snakes, and reach your hand down in that bag and grab one of them good snakes. You won't do it. All of them bad, man. Because you're not gonna reach your hand down there and grab one of them good snakes no matter what, man. That's how the mind frame we should have, man. All of them, man. It's all of them bad, man. And we got to call it what it is. A spade is a spade, man.
Right. And if all these religions that we done tried was gonna work, man, we would be in a better position than what we at today. Cause we've been in Christianity, we've been in what's the other one? Islam. Some of them went to Buddhist and Hindu.
They still in it too.
And yeah, still in it. And we done black powered everything. You know, we black and we proud and we getting our butt kicked. We still on the bottom, but at the same time, that means none of that worked. But here, just the last 5 years, think about it. The Israelites been coming up. Now you got the whole America changers. They don't know what to do. They can't even go downtown with your friends on. They'll see them friends, boy, and they'll look all up in the sky. Ain't nothing up there, but they'll have, ooh. They don't want to, I'm scared. They fear you now. They looking at you. Women like that with the dress on, the headdress on. Man, they don't, ooh, hold on. Brothers coming around with got friends on them. I see them all the time. They sit right there and they want to ask you so much, but they scared. They like, no, I won't ask you. Cause you know, ain't no telling. And I'm gonna be cool with them. I'm not gonna jump on them because I know the outcome of this thing. That's how we supposed to be. We supposed to give me better go 21 and 19, the original on Luke.
The book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 19. In your patience possesses ye your souls.
Better yet, like you said, let's read up to 15. Go there, stay at 15, start at 15 and we go from 15.
St. Luke, chapter 21, verse 15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
He said a mouth, they ain't gonna be able to resist this truth. This the wisdom, the Bible tells us our wisdom come from these laws. That's when they gonna look at us and say, man, that's a gorgeous country. Or that's a gorgeous nation. Not country, but a gorgeous nation. They got they laws. See, our laws keep us loving each other. You ain't gonna see a country, you ain't gonna see a nation like that. That we love each other. Man, what? No, you can't do nothing to them. No, you can't do nothing. We coming with each other. Oh, no, I got his back. No, I got his back. No, you can't do that to the sister. No. That's a nation, they be like, man, that's nationwide. You can't get over on us. Because we got laws of the Most High that governs everything that we do. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren, and kinfolk and friends. And some of you shall they cause to be put to death.
Yeah, and they listen to what they say.
For real.
They did it again.
Read
Yeah,
it again.
because a lot of people struggling with this. Because they think that all their family member gotta go. And gonna be there. No.
They not.
But you know what? The ones that I done told us to, and you done sit up there and you try to say, man, y'all need to get this. I hate to say it, but I'm not gonna be mad if they don't. Hey, man, I want you to be there. That's why I was telling you the truth. That was the love I gave you. But for you to tell me, nah, the heck with that, you pushing me in my face, talking about, and pushing the Most High. I don't want that. So, I shouldn't be up to the point where I'm mad about something. You're not making it. Go ahead.
And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren, and kinfolk and friends.
Oh, man, that's everybody around us.
So don't be surprised when your parents and your brother and your kinfolks and your friends turn their back on you for you walking this walk. Don't be surprised in this thing.
And don't complain about it.
For real.
That's what he said. Man, but I be trying, I had went to the family reunion. Don't go to the family reunion. Let them wonder why he ain't go. Don't go to the birthday party. Well, I didn't eat no cake though, you know what I'm saying? I was just, no, don't go to celebrate them. Don't even act like it. Let them wonder what's going on with them. Because you go, you're going to be the talk of all of them. They crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They got them little cut-up shirt with them things on the bottom of it.
Crazy.
Yeah. So you're going to be talked about. She won't take that scarf off her head. It's 100 degrees. She just walking around. Well, she got that long dress on for her.
And a common theme in the scriptures, like the last scripture in Ecclesiastes says, surely oppression make a wise man mad, right? Becoming wise is what you should be doing as you learn in these scriptures.
Right.
And I see a lot of times, a lot of people say they doing the work, they reading their scriptures, but they not getting wise. Like, he giving you all the blueprint on how to function. It's when you take heed to that, is when you become wise. Like, if you were reacting a certain way to a person, your wife or your husband, because the same thing keep happening. Eventually, you the one supposed to become wise on how to deal with this situation.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep doing the same thing, you're not becoming wise.
Mm-hmm.
And the scriptures give us the blueprint. Let's go to Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Most High is giving us everything we need. Just like the last scripture came out, it's letting us know that we're going to have problems with our family members. So if you keep going into your family and you keep having problems, then you're not wise.
Right.
Like the brother said, if you got a family reunion going on, if you're not spiritually built up to go in there and deal with these people like you need to, then you might need to fall back, and that'll be the wiser thing to do. But if you go in there and you go get your head busted up because you ain't ready to handle these people, and then you mad and all this, that's because you're not wise.
Or get pulled out the truth.
Get pulled out the truth.
And they impatient, man.
And impatient.
They want to go in and I'm gonna knock this out right now. Especially, oh man, oh boy, I done see some new buddies get it. Buddy, you think you getting this truth, and a lot of them jump right on there, and it'll be an old ordinary back in the day Christian that'll tear him up with the scriptures. And you looking like, man, all that he said was wrong, but it's whipping that dude butt. Because they ain't in it. They don't know the scriptures. They have no patience. I'm just diving in. I see them on Facebook all the time, man, just going off. Then they'll say some stuff because they heard this, heard that, then you see me like, they ain't been in the truth that long. Look at what he said right there. And they'll say something so stupid, this boy, that comment board on the bottom just load up. That's all they be looking for. They looking for any flaw you got. That's all they gonna do. Your family, your kin folks, your friends. That's what they say. They just waiting. They just waiting.
Go with that, what you had just read from that Matthew.
Go ahead.
Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword.
What else do you need to know when Yahweh himself is telling you? Everybody think we going out there, we trying to save everybody. We know Yahweh said he ain't come to send peace on earth, he come to bring that sword.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we coming with the sword. We don't care if everybody don't want to get it. We come for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Read on, huh?
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
I was into it with my father about this truth. I ain't back down though, because I already knew what it was gonna do, because I already seen what Yahweh said. Read on.
And the daughter against her mother.
Uh-huh.
And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Uh-huh.
And a man's foe shall be thy of his own household.
Now, after you done read that scripture, you already know what it do. Whether it's your wife, whether it's your children, whether it's your mother or your father, you already know you finna have some strife. So the best thing to do is be patient, learn your scriptures, and get your stuff together, and become wiser in how to deal with these people, instead of tearing your relationship all the way down, because it's still your mother. It's still your father. It's still your children. You need to become the wiser one in effect, because we the one dealing with the blueprint on how to deal with this world and deal with our people.
Oh, praise.
Go ahead, Cap.
Man, you just touched it. Hey, ain't nothing. Hey, you ain't gotta sit up there and elbow them and fighting and all that. That's what they want you to be. That's exactly what they want you to be.
Let me add one more thing.
Go ahead.
This on that being patient and wise. A lot of people is getting to Friday and stuff is happening to them to affect them on Saturday. If you not getting wiser, this is the way the devil is getting you. He using these family members that's the foes in your own house to keep you from doing the Lord's work. You have to become wiser to this thing. You can't keep falling for the same trick every week.
And come on, man, look here, and let's not get blindsided. Warning comes before destruction. Every time, man. When you set yourself up in a pattern to keep doing things that's contrary to the scriptures, you know what's going to happen to you. You're going to either be tossed to and fro, or you're going to get pulled away.
That's right.
We cannot keep, because sometimes we get blindsided and not see these things, man. It's if you're going to have your own foes going to be in your own household, you should know by now that guess what? I'm going to have a problem in my household, and it's going to rise. This thing is going to happen. So if we get our mindset to know that, then guess what we should always be thinking about? Oh, the scripture said it's going to happen that way. So prepare your mind for these things.
And when Friday get here, you should already be girded up. Because I already know something's going to try to happen to stop me from doing my thing that I need to do on Saturday. If you don't be, if 2-3 weeks in a row this keep happening, and you not changing the pattern and you keep falling for it, then you're not becoming wiser like the scripture say to do.
Come on.
Oh, praise.
Like that one saying Jeremiah love to say what George Bush used to say, fool me once, shame on me. What'd you say?
You fool
Twice.
Okay. Can't get fooled again.
So you want to be wise in these things, just like Captain Nehemiah broke it down perfectly, man. When brothers is falling for the same stuff, man, it's shame on you, man. It's no longer shame on your family members, man, because you're the ones that is wiser or supposed to be the wiser one in this situation and know how to handle the truth, man. I broke that down perfectly, man. Go ahead, Captain McBee.
Let's go back to Luke 10, go to 21:19. Let's just drop down to 21:19. We get that little one.
Luke 21:19. In your patience.
And your waiting on the Most High, your patience with other people, your time that you sitting up there and quit worrying about what they doing and worry about what's going on. He said, in your patience, what?
Possesses ye your soul.
Possess your what?
Your soul.
Your what?
Your soul.
In your what? Read that again from the beginning.
In your patience possesses ye your soul.
In your patience. Quit running out trying to do everything, man. Be patient with this word. Half the time we got a lot to learn. I don't care. I done read this Bible. I know I know he did 3 times. I probably did more than that, but it still got tons to learn. Tons to learn. Every time I open this book, I don't care if I read it before, I'm learning some again. That'd be like some little bit the same phrase. Be patient. Don't go stab your mama. She'll come around if the Most High called her. She'll come around. Don't go drop kick your little brother. He'll come around. If the Most High called him, he'll come around. You ain't got to go beat him across the head. And that's what we be doing, boy. We out there, boy. Look, we fight this. You need to be doing it. You need to be doing that. You need to be doing that. You need to be doing the commandments, what you need to be doing. Because when you do them law, statutes, and commandments, all of that stuff fall in line. You ain't got to worry about it. And if your brother don't get this truth, or if your mama don't get this truth, that's probably because your mama can't stand you anyway, and you because you are the Most High, and she of her father, the devil. Y'all got to understand these things, the spiritual. Y'all want to look at them in the flesh, and we look at everything carnal. Everything carnal. People come up there, that's what I tell them all the time, You look at them people in the spirit, man. I'd like men, look at the women. Ooh, she look, man, look at her spirit. And you'll see a demon right there. And that one you think that's unattractive, that's where you find a good spirit right there. Ooh, look at that angel sitting there. But if you got to start looking in the spirit, we can't run around here carnal minded. We of the Most High, we the chosen people. We can't look at things how the world look at them.
Why you think the world keep throwing beauty in your face?
All that.
That's to blind you from what's really real. Because you can have somebody who look good and in the inside is total dirt.
Devil.
Straight devil.
I got to get this one. Man, give me Psalms 55 and 20. Because I just gotta get this, I'm running behind him, but we finna get this out though.
55
I'm
and
gonna
20.
probably have to change subjects. We gonna change the title? Nah.
What you say, 55 and 20?
55 and 20, Psalms 55 and 20.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 20. He has put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Hey, here you go. How you doing today? Hey, peace. Hey, we make a deal. Ain't that what your enemies do? They be at peace with you. Go ahead.
He has broken his covenant.
He did what?
Broken his covenant.
And I can promise you, as any of the Indians, native Indians, whatever you want to call them, the North, ask them, is he good with his promise, his covenant? Ask them. They had 400 plus with them. They ain't kept none of them. Even the land they gave them. Y'all can go stay on this reservation, and we'll back you up. Man, have y'all ever been to a reservation? Anybody? Man, you'll run to Chicago, Cabrini Green. You'll sprint back over there. I've been out there, I'm talking about, man, you be like, man, God, no running water.
Exactly. A lot of
The electric line, I'm telling you, kids got to duck under it to go to the house. I'm talking about, it's right there. And that probably just to that house. Everybody else got to go watch TV at that house over there, because the rest of them don't got none.
Like we say, to bring some history out, it says from 1778 to 1871, the United States government entered into more than 500 treaties with the Native American tribes. All of these treaties have since been violated in some way or outright broken by the U.S. government.
500. Read that. Go. Keep reading it. Give me Psalms. Keep going.
I got it. Verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
And I bet them Indians, they was like, he's speaking good to them. We're gonna split the land, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna let y'all do that. We'll let y'all do commerce. We got some people overseas you can make some money off of. They tell him everything good. Go ahead.
But war was in his heart.
Boy, they sent the cavalry in, right at them. You know, they split them up. Hey, I just need to talk to the chiefs and just get them over here. And then hold them hostage, go kill the women and children over there. War was in his heart. Just like I told you, I had my friend, man. Y'all think that, I know you're on the job. I know, Johnny always coming in there. You at lunch. Hey, how was your day? You sound good. Johnny don't sound like he threatening. Johnny can't stand you. And some of them, y'all gotta understand, they don't know no better. Because they've been taught lies too. They couldn't have taught, man, they'd have taught all them white people what really they was doing. They would have gave the secret up a long time ago. So we'd have had them all in the corner. What they doing? They'd have told on it. They would have told on all our enemy. They'd have told the secret. So they got to teach them lies too. So they running around here thinking until it all start boiling down, and they realize, but when you really get to it, make them mad enough, and they'll show you they hate you.
And this is where we have to be wiser. All you got to do is look to the days of old, man. These people have not changed. I sit in here and wonder, 2019, I know whatever history I know. They put it on the TV all the time about how they do people. Why won't our people grasp the concept that these people ain't never changed? I'm trying to figure out what decade did the Edomites change how they work? Because black people keep acting like they done changed from what they was doing from the time they brought us over here. They did it to the Indians, they do it to everybody. But we gonna sit up here today and think, oh, if we vote one of their politicians in, like the brother brought out, we looking for a nation that can't save us. So we gonna keep voting in a system that you can't even elect nobody in. Thinking that it's gonna change. Well, just like I just found out they got a female black sheriff and a female black chief in this city, and what has changed? Because they'll tell you, I just became a police so I can help the people. Or I became a politician so I can help the people, and then they get in them positions and nothing changed. So we keep going into this fantasy, this matrix, thinking that we can change something in the system of a nation that can't save us.
And the thing is, what's crazy about the situation, you look at TV and you see movies, 1,000 movies about slavery. What 1,000 movies about asking for forgiveness for that? What 10 movies that's asking for forgiveness for that? But guess what they give you? They give you religion. And then when they give you this religion, then the religion tell you to forgive. But not the movie, because they give you a visual, because they know us, we a visual type of people. We want to see a sign. And the sign show us who we are. They show us right now, face, you're a slave. What all the thousands and thousands of movies that, hey man, we sorry for this, man. We gonna do something about it. Where are those movies at? They don't put that in your face because they don't care about that thing, man. We looking for this nation ain't gonna save us, man. They ain't gonna prosper us. Nothing. Like I said, they reach their hand out for you, but guess what? They in the office telling on you the next 5 minutes. But he in your face, you my best friend. I love you, man. I love that guy. And he gets around the other friend, oh yeah, I love him. But when he walk in that office, man, I hate that nigger. He's over here telling everybody all of this. Look at those dangly things on this shirt. We need to hang him. That's what they do to him, man. Go
That's
ahead.
what they do. Let's go to Romans 5.
Let me finish it out for you.
Hold on, go ahead.
Verse 21, his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Man, they drawn sword. And it's just they know Esau. I mean, Esau's a misdemeanor. I already know what he gonna do. The scary part about this is your enemy that's of your own household, man. Because they use these same tactics because they learned this same system from Esau. And we always worried about what the white man doing. You need to be worried about some of these other Israelites doing. Because he said it's some of them that crept in up on us. So don't think that all just because Shalom, don't think that he love you.
Because if you look at all the movements, if you peep all the movements, it's always been a Negro who has sold us out.
Yeah.
From Nat Turner, even to Martin Luther King,
The more.
Malcolm X, the Black Panthers. They worked them from the inside because somebody got love for the enemy.
Somebody.
And they go hating on their brother, they go to the enemy, infiltrate the group, and give them all the information that they want. That's how they take us down, man. Remember the scene in Birth of a Nation? When they was getting ready to do whatever they did, them niggas like, oh no, and they went and told Mouse. They could have did way more damage. But that's the biggest enemy, the ones in your own household. That's not just including your house, that's in our nation too.
Let me read this right quick, and y'all ain't got to go there. This is Jude, verse 4. For there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before old ordained to this condemnation, ungodly men, turning the grace of God into lasciviousness, denying the only Lord God and our Lord Jesus Christ, man. They could have been unaware.
And it's like, man, and we can go, that's another lesson upon itself, because I can go into that, not only that, Tribe of Dan running around here. They supposed to have us going back on our horse, knocking us off. It's a lot of stuff. So a lot of times, man, that's why we got to be patient. Wait upon the Most High, because when we run out and try to do, man, we need to stop that. Man, don't run out. Take your time. And I remember, no, that's too vulgar. I'm not even gonna bring that up. Let's go to Romans chapter 5, verse 3.
The book of Romans, chapter 5, verse 3. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also.
We going through some stuff. Give the Most High the glory. I think the Most High broke my leg. Why? Ain't no telling what I was finna run into. I could have been getting beside myself. I must probably, hey, Most High say, hey, look, ain't no food in there. All praise to the Most High. All praise, thank you for, hey, ain't nothing in there to eat, but at least I got your word to eat on. We give him praise in our tribulations. When we going through some stuff, quit complaining, quit crying. Give God the glory, man. You never know what's the outcome. What's the purpose of what he's doing? Our mind can't think like his. So quit trying it. We barely can't think of what we gotta do. Much less thinking about what I'm gonna do with the whole world. We can't even think about what we gotta do in our little bitty world.
And then, you know, and like I said, man, when you going through your situations, like we be on the phone, man, I hit one of the off, man, I'm tired of this. Next thing you know, you get quiet and you hear this. Because guess what? They know the solution.
Mm-hmm.
That's the solution. When you're going through things, guess what? I'm gonna tell my brother, because the Bible tells us to confess our faults one to another. Because guess what? That brother gonna pray for me, man. But then while he praying, I'm like this too. I'm telling you, it's every time. Every time, man, they did this such and such, man. And then as you know, it get quiet. That's all you hear. They flipping pages, man. Because this is the solution, man. That's what he getting at, the whole thing. The patient and solution is right here.
Right
man.
here, man, right there, before anything happens, man.
That's
I
right.
promise you. Look in your Bible sometimes. Sometimes you be thinking, I don't even know, I don't know where to go in there. But when you asking and you giving Most High to pray, you open that Bible sometime, and the first time you start reading, you be like, dang, that's right there. How'd I get that's right there? The answer right there. But we gotta come back and trust in the Most High. We gotta have patience. We can't run out trying to get His glory, because that's destruction upon itself. That's destruction upon itself. I'm gonna go there and do not take the Most High glory. I'm trying to tell you, just do your job. Keep the commandments, the laws, statutes, and commandments.
One of my favorite precepts, and then get the book of Sirach, chapter 2. Like we always tell all brothers and sisters, when y'all dealing with things, man, chapter 2 is a great
It
read,
is,
man.
man. It is.
It really is. Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. It's a great read, man. It's like we say, it's the ultimate pick-me-up scripture, man. You know, I love
And it's
to
a
read
book
this.
of wisdom. It's Solomon. It's wisdom.
Exactly. And like we like to say, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach is like advanced Proverbs.
It
man.
is.
You know, so it's a good read. Read that, officer, y'all.
The book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
So the Bible is written in a manly form, but it's talking to the sisters as well. My son, my sisters, when you come into this truth, prepare your soul for temptation. Because guess what? The Most High, the devil, the Most High will try you at times to see if you really want to do this truth.
That's right.
You know, because a lot of times we'll go through the phases when it's easy to do, but let's see when it's not easy to do, or you still gonna come and serve the Most High God. That's when He know that you're serious about this work. When you're going through trials and tribulations and still putting Him first. Read that again from the top, Rocky.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Read verse 2, Rock.
Set thy heart aright,
Set your heart according to this Bible. Read on up.
and constantly endure.
No, be unpatient.
And constantly
And the
endure.
Bible said, and constantly endure. You have to constantly, man. Most not gonna put these things on us constantly, man. We have to constantly endure. Read on up.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
And guess what? Don't make haste when it get a little hard on you, man. That goes back to the first part. Constantly endure that thing, man, and keep pushing in the work, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Mac, I need to jump on that train right
You
now.
go ahead, Doc.
I got scripture, Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 36. I'm going to read it. For ye have need of patience. The scriptures say we have need of patience. That after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise. So he said we have need of patience for the ones that's doing the will of God, so that we can receive that promise.
That's right.
For yet a little while, he that shall come will come, and will not tarry. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall not my soul shall have no pleasure in him. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. And that's the thing about it, like the scriptures say. We gotta have long suffering in this thing, man, to receive our reward. We can't be drawn back. You can't come every Sabbath and let something draw you back from doing His word, man. We gotta have consistency in doing His word, man.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, Doc.
All praises. Let's go back to Romans 5 and 3.
Romans chapter 5, verse 3. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience.
When we going through those things, man, when we going through those things and not worried about, that's developing patience in us. That's the development stage. That's going through. Everything is a development. It's to prepare you, man. Everything that we going through is preparation. for the kingdom. It all depends on how you learn it. You can be a wild man, go out there and act the fool, get locked up, shot, or you can learn the lesson that's being taught to you. People coming and making you angry. You don't have to drop kick them every time. Just hey, just sit back and chill out. Hey, all right, I see you. Well, I'm gonna tell you what really pissed people off. Really, let them get mad and then you just walk away. That pisses them off more than anything. We got that pride, boy. We just can't. We just can't. And I used to be the most proudful cat in the world. And I'm telling y'all should, man. You can tell me I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm all on you because pride. But learning this truth now, I know how to, just let them make it. I'm going to walk off and then, they be mad in them or they chase you down trying to get, no. Brother, just, look, hey, if you believe that, man, I'm good, man. I don't want no trouble. That's how we need to be towards one another anyway. He'll be pissed, but guess what happened? That spirit is changing. Now when he coming back, he don't even know how to talk to you. He want to apologize. He still got pride on you. He can't apologize, but he want to. Why? Because you did what you're supposed to do. You had patience. You walked away.
And we got to remember, guess what? In this walk, brothers and sisters, it's just our job just to warn them. We can't make them keep the commandments. We just giving them warning, so when they go before the Most High during Judgment Day, he'll have a record of that. Well, you've been warned. Well, I didn't know, brother. You just lying, because he got it written down right here. Remember, we all have an angel that's recording everything that we saying that we do. So the Most High is confirming things in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, man, every single time. So we just out here to warn the people. We can't force this on nobody, man.
All right, yeah, the scripture.
Go ahead,
I'm gonna read Titus 3, and let's see, 9. But avoid foolish questions and genealogies and contentions and striving about the law, for they are unprofitable and vain. Verse 10. A man that is an heretic after the first and second admonition reject, knowing that he that is such is subverted and sinner, being condemned of himself. So after you come 2 times to a person about it, if they ain't taking it, go ahead and let them go, man. You can't force somebody into taking this word. They have to willfully want to accept it.
Read that again. I want to show y'all, because I'm going to tell you right now, everybody got a phone. I can promise you. Read that.
One verse. Start from top.
Yeah.
But avoid foolish questions and genealogies and contentions and striving about the law.
Okay, stop. Y'all can go on Facebook right now. I promise you, that's all that's going on. What it tells us not to do, that's all Israel doing is right now. Right now. Even the righteous ones still do it. Because it's hard to go through Facebook and you see somebody say something so stupid that you be like, man, God dang, I gotta tell them.
Yeah.
And you tell them, and then they come back. Then you come back. Then you be like, man, the whole page is on you and them commenting on the thing. And it tells us, read that again. Don't do what?
But avoid foolish questions and genealogies.
Avoid it, meaning don't do it. Leave that stuff alone. Just leave it alone. Read.
And contentions and striving about the law.
Hold up. Striving about the law. So if Paul said the law is done away with, why is he talking about don't go back and forth with people striving about the law, man? See, those little things keep words that show you that, come on, man. Stop the game, man.
Stop striving about it. And that's what they do, man. They strive about the law. Your dress supposed to be right here. It can't be right there. It gotta be right there. Well, it ain't get it. When I looked in there, it didn't have no inches. I just cover up. I ain't finna argue with you about it, or the men.
Oh, that brother got mixed fabric on.
Yeah. Man, I didn't know what fabric was when I bought it. I don't know, I don't know nothing. And then on top of that, they can tell me anything. Don't mean that's what it is.
Exactly.
I'm in captivity until I start raising my, shaving my sheep and getting the wool off of that, or
Until we start
cotton
owning
in
cotton
my
fields.
got cotton fields myself. I can promise you this though. When Esau's in that cotton field, we gonna have 100% cotton. I'm gonna make sure of that.
It's gonna be 100%.
It's gonna be 100% wood because I got it off my land. So-
Let me land back on you. I know you was going on that, but on Romans 5:3, when it says patience worketh, tribulation worketh patience, knowing that going through things, that's how you get better at next time you're going through something. Like you say, you lose your job. I'll praise the Most High. I ain't got to go to that work field no more for right now.
Hold on, what you saying? Just read the next, read 4.
Verse 4.
Exactly what you saying.
And patience, experience hope.
See, after you get your patience, then you're gonna be getting the experience of, like what the brother was just bringing out. That patience is we in a development stages, man.
You get a
This is a
precept.
work of art. The Most High is a work of art with your life, with your soul. And it's all done with patience. If I go to paint a picture, first of all, it starts out with a blank piece of paper, right? Nothing on it. If I draw one line on it, is this complete? No, I just drew a line. It takes patience to get through there. You doing, especially if you're a good artist, you're going into detail. You tell somebody sit down and say, I'm finna draw you, and you sit down and you just sat down 2 seconds, be like, I'm done. You're gonna be like, man, I know that's ugly.
Stick man.
That cannot be anything that look good.
That's what you think of me?
Because to draw a perfection, it takes time. It takes patience.
That's right.
And I'll have scriptures if we can ever get to these scriptures. But the Most High got patience with us.
Amen.
So when we ain't got no patience with nobody, our own brothers, that's what's wrong with our people now. We ain't got patience with each other at all. That's all we want to do. Yeah, I'm on like, I got about 40 more left. And I'm gonna be patient. Yeah, I'm gonna be patient with
Let's
it.
bring
But-
one precept.
Yeah, go ahead.
Habakkuk 2 and 3. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. Because it's going into the same thing. Like you say, something happen, you lose something. Just know that the Most High made you lose it for a reason. Understand? Because it might have something greater for you later. But don't go and trip out like Ox say they don't want to hear it. Or don't go just stab them and start kicking them and stuff. Because they don't want to be patient. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. And we know that the Most High made these things happen on his time. That's another thing we got to get off of our time and get on the Lord's time.
Right.
Understand that we got to wait on him. Whatever he do it in the perfect time, even though it might be good or bad to us, but it's good for the vision that he said.
Hold on before you go. I'm glad you right there. I'm glad you say that. I just need to say something.
Yeah.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time. Just because you had a little vision last night don't mean you got to wake up in the morning and try to fulfill it the next day. I'm tired of people. I had a vision. I'm finna go, and then they don't, and it don't matter nothing at the end of the day.
And then it failed.
It's for an appointed time. And if you ain't waiting on the Most High to tell you that time, then don't. Hey, all right, keep your vision until it's time to what's. He'll let you know. But every time somebody say they see something, I had a vision. Okay, y'all finna go do it. No, that don't sound good. Wait till the Most High tell you when it's an appointed time. It might be an hour. It might be 5 more years from now. But
Because even on that, to say something real quick, a dream is different than being able to interpret it. We have dreams. The Most High said we're going to dream dreams, but that don't mean we have the knowledge like Daniel and them to interpret what we dreaming about, man. Those two different things. Go ahead, Doc.
And like I just said, it might happen it might be clear to you in 5 years, it might be clear to you in 5 more hours, whatever the case may be. It said, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. So the Most High telling you that guess what? At the end, it's gonna come to pass. But you gotta be able to wait for the end.
At that appointed time, have patience.
Whatever that end is gonna be, you gotta be ready to wait for that time and have patience.
I have people call me, man, and tell me they done seen, Most High showed me this yesterday, I'm finna go. They're like, man, don't do that. Don't do that. That don't sound cool. You know what I'm saying? It might not even be that time right now. It might get a vision right now that, man, I would have shot such and such in his head, and it might be a time for that later on, but right now, this ain't the time. This ain't the time for us to get up, go grabbing guns, and they killing us in the street. If I'm finna go kill them, the Most High killing them in the street. That ain't for you to go do that, but he said it's gonna be a time when Jeremiah 51:20, we ain't gonna go get it, but that's what he gonna use us as his battle axes at that time. So it's appointed time for things, man. We always in a rush to do the Most High's work.
Right.
But then when it comes to our own work, we procrastinate on that.
For real.
We put that off. You know, I'm gonna get to that tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna go do the Most High's job every day. I gotta go do this now. How about you concentrate to go back to these law, statutes, and commandments? That's what you need to come. First and foremost, that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
And read them. Don't just say I do them if you don't pick the Bible up and read them. I ain't saying all over the book. Pick the Bible up and just go through the laws sometimes. Read the laws. Understand what it's talking about.
The perfect example on how Joseph was interpreting the dreams about the famine. And that was like 2 or 3 years down the line. He said, "Man, sir, man, y'all we gonna stack this food up." So guess what? When he started interpreting those dreams, that led him to be the ruler over Egypt at the time. Then to save his brothers, man.
And how long it take? It didn't happen overnight.
It did.
Remember, Jacob got mad at him. Man, what?
Mm-hmm.
Jacob got pissed off at him. Man, you better go on about that. What you mean I'm your daddy? How you telling me you gonna be over me? Imagine what he was doing when he was having them thrills. That he was like, man, it didn't happen overnight. But his brothers and them was treating it like, man, you ain't finna do that.
We finna
now.
kill him.
Right now, man.
Kill him, man.
They didn't understand.
He did.
But since we right there, what time is it?
Let me finish that out, like, then you can get back to it. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Do what with it?
Though it tarry, wait for it.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Y'all get that? Wait. It ain't, man. And it just, I guess, because, man, I don't know what, I'm gonna stay off Facebook, because that'd be frustrating. I'm just gonna stop looking at it. I don't even just be on it. I'm just trying to post some truth, but you know, every now and then you read them and then somebody will comment on what you posted, you be like, and you ready to just chop their head off, because you like, man, come on. Then you try to teach them something. They don't want, but the Bible tells us be patient. Wait on the Most High, man. Wait, go ahead.
Wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry.
It's gonna come. It won't tarry. If the Most High gave you that vision, if He gave you that dream, it's going to happen. Quit worrying about it. Don't make it go happen. Don't you go do nothing. All the stuff we done messed up in our life, and we gonna go mess with it.
Right.
Who messed up some stuff in their life? I did. I'm gonna raise my hand. You mean to tell me, well, I got a lot of people in this one, and I got some Joes up and some Noahs up in there perfectly already. I said they ain't messed up nothing.
Let's say it might tarry. It might take a while. You gonna find that job and you think, oh, I gotta get back out here and start hustling. Now wait on that next job that the Most High gonna give you. It might take a long, but when it do come, He said, because when I bring it to you, it's not gonna tarry. The Most High said, when I bring the judgment on Esau, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring it to their butt.
Yes.
So don't worry about waiting on it, because when I do make it come, man, you gonna be so happy that when it came, and you gonna be like, Lord, I'm waiting for the right reason, for the right time.
And the thing is, just because He give you dreams and visions, don't mean you don't want all the dreams and visions to come true that you get in your mind.
No,
you don't want, because man, some of them things go against yourself. You like, oh man, I don't really want that. Oh,
Yeah, that one you fell off the building. And,
Yeah,
that one.
Pray the Lord. If I
Yeah, you know, most people pick and choose and stuff too. Everybody be like, man, come on, that ain't no vision. You just was thinking in your head. My spirit told me no, that your mind told you that. That wasn't you. That wasn't your spirit. That wasn't your vision. That was something you was sitting up there daydreaming, probably when you was smoking that blunt. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now I can imagine what a lot of them need. Oh man, I don't even want to go there. Yeah, that's another class. Let's go back to where we at.
Romans 5, you gonna finish it up, or was it?
Yeah.
I read 4.
We said we got about an hour. All right, let's go. Yeah, let's go ahead. Go to let's finish that off.
Romans 5 and 4. And patience, experience, and experience, hope. And hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of God is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Ghost, which is given to us.
Yes, and that's another thing. Everything starts with patience. That give you experience. All this, it's a system. It's the thing. The Most High working on you. Don't go working on yourself, but man. I don't know anybody in here got a doctor's degree. Anybody? Have you ever seen a doctor take the scalpel and cut his own stomach open and start operating on himself? No. So you quit doing that. Let the Most High do His work. I got a degree. And your knowledge ain't nothing compared to the Most High. Hosea 4, that's Hosea. Don't go get it. I know if I say go get it, he boys be already on the trip, blah, blah, blah. I'm just stating it. Hosea 4:1. Ain't no knowledge in this land, so you getting your degrees don't mean nothing. The Most High know exactly what's going on. So trust in the Most High. Why? I don't trust me. I lied to myself so many times, boy. When I was smoking square, I said every time, boy, I'm quitting tomorrow.
Tomorrow comes.
Shoot, tomorrow I done bought 2 packs.
Tomorrow never came.
Not only that, you be on something else. Yeah, I'm quitting tomorrow, and then you smoking weed and cigarettes the next day. You be like, oh, shoot, and drinking. Got drunk, and they be like, you just quit lying to yourself. Well, don't trust yourself. Because we lie to ourselves all the time. Boy, and every year, New Year's resolution, oh, golly. Everybody break down. Yeah, this year, I'm gonna lose 40 pounds. Shoot.
And be 50 pounds bigger than you would that next.
I did that. I did that before. I remember I told myself, yeah, I'm gonna get in shape. I'm gonna do this and this and that. Man, I was 50 pounds overweight. And I had to do something different. Because I lied to myself. We lied to us. Don't trust us. Don't trust me. Don't trust me. I might tell you something wrong. Don't trust me.
That's the reason why we tell y'all to write the precept down. Go back and check
Go
the
in the
class.
Bible.
For real.
Go in the Bible. Don't trust me. I probably forgot some stuff. I probably went off the top of my head. Go in the Bible. Let the Bible tell you. Don't trust nobody. I know a lot of you men love to trust everything your wife do. There's a time and it's a point of time for that. Because when she becomes a Proverbs 31:10, what they say there?
Safely trusting her.
You safely trust her.
That's right.
But that don't mean right now and then y'all just got, girl, I know you said that, baby. I know that's good. Hold on a second. Okay, baby, yay! That's what, I read it. I ain't trust her, but she don't know that, though. You know what I'm saying? I trust the Bible. That's what y'all need to do. Same thing with your women. Husband run, you know, Negroes tell you, we just run our mouth sometimes about nothing.
And that's what patience is. It's trusting in the Most High. That He gonna take care of the business. Not you trying to rush off and go do it. Because your thoughts ain't His thoughts, and your way is not His way. So like the brother brought out, whatever He got planned for you may not be the same thing that you think you got planned for yourself.
Right.
So having patience is trusting in the Lord and waiting for Him to make the moves that need to be made.
Exactly.
And I promise you, if you let Him do it, everything gonna turn out all right.
Exactly.
If you go trying to do it, it's gonna be like trying to put that round peg, that square peg in that round hole. It ain't gonna fit. But when you let the Most High do it, whatever peg you got, it's gonna slide right up in there.
That's like planning a vacation or something. If you trying to plan it instead of allowing the Most High to do His thing, you gonna plan it, you gonna get all this, we gonna go do this, you got a whole itinerary here, we gonna do that, and then get out there in this storm. And you been sitting in the hotel all the time looking out the window, spending all your money, broke, ain't did nothing.
And you know what? That's funny. That's the same thing I did one year. Well, man, I wasn't waiting on the Lord. Guess what? I ran my butt to Disney World. Took my children, took my wife, run to Disney World. We out there hot, then ate mud. We were miserable out there, man. Standing out there trying to watch the doggone Disney parade, man. I said, man, I just want to take my children to Disney World. But we had more fun at the resort than we had at Disney World, man. We had way more fun. Then we took out there 5 hours away to the Disney World. I'm talking about, we were like, man, we ready to go home. Spent all this money to try to go to this place. It was horrible.
And if you be patient and wait on the Most High, guess what? He control the weather.
For real.
He can make it what you feel like. You know, you finna go out and tell you, I'm gonna make it a nice, cool 77. You know what I'm saying? no rain. But yet I even parked the sun a little bit behind that cloud over there. Just for you. When we allow the Most High to do it. But when we try to do it, I don't know nobody in here that can move that sun. Nobody. Nobody can change this weather. You can go get in the air conditioner. But then the Most High can break that. I done been in a whole lot of cars ain't got no air conditioner. That mother had air. Then all of a sudden, ooh, got sticky up in here. The air conditioner is blowing and it stopped working. But then, like I said, man, let the Most High do these things for us, man. Let's go to Numbers 8 and 24. I know I'm not gonna get to these. We're gonna try to get to these.
Book of Numbers, chapter 8, verse 24. This is it that belongeth unto thee Levites. For 20 and 5 years old and upward, they shall go in to wait upon the service of the tabernacle.
They should go in and do what?
They shall go, Shalah. They shall go in to wait upon the service of the tabernacle of the congregation.
And now look, even the Levites, before they went there, they go in and they had to wait to be served. Even our people waited. Everything is done according to the Most High, not according to our will, according to the Most High. Read that. Go ahead. What's 20? Go ahead.
Verse 25. And from the age of 50 years they shall cease waiting upon the service thereof, and shall serve no more.
See, after a certain amount of years, they had appointed time. They went in at 30, became servants. After 50 years, I put my time in. That's what they saying. I put my time in. And they serve no more. Everything is appointed time. But they didn't just rush out and, you a Levite. They didn't just rush out and go, give me that, bring me that lamb and let me cut him up. You know what I'm saying? They was patient. They had to have patience. They had to wait upon the Most High. They had to wait and learn some stuff. We don't learn. We love to just hear somebody tell us something. Hey, we're Israelite, and you are out of order. Be like, God dang, you don't even know what order is, but all of a sudden you telling who out of order, who this and who that, and you need to be doing. Man, let's just read what the Bible says. Then when I pull out that Bible, you start getting cut up. There you ain't nothing. You start acting childish.
And
You're a punk.
you got brothers who don't even know when the high holy days trying to